Okay, in this segment, we're going to take an alloyed semi-tractor trailer tire rim, and we're going to show you the properties of how this product reacts to aluminum, because that, in essence, is the true test. That's where most products can't go ahead and do what our product can, because the acid will turn that alloy black. So we're going to do two different sections. We're going to do one by hand, and then we're going to do another one with a power drill, and a combination of one of those buffs. So let me grab my Scotch-Brite handle. I'll go ahead and grab my strip of cloth. Let me take this one here. This in turn is going to be with the terry cloth. Remember how we apply it. We apply it directly to the rag. And since this is an aged alloy aluminum rim, you can see slight amount of pitting. That you can do nothing about. Once you have a surface that's pitted, unless you machine it out, no metal polish, no product of any kind of liquefied form is going to go ahead and replace that which has already been eroded away, whether it be rusted or disintegrating from the alloy. Okay, so we got that section done. Come back with our folded cloths. Just give it a dry buff. One direction. We don't want to do circular directions. And that way when the wheel turns, it'll be going the same way as well. Just so we're always conscious of creating a consistent polish. Because the way you polish is the way the light reflects. And when it reflects all different kinds of ways, like a Scotch-Brite chicken scratching, then your wheels will look dirty, even though they're as clean as they possibly can be. Okay? So that's a quick hand job right there. And so, depending on the angle and the point of view, you can see it's quite cleaner than the surrounding spokes of the wheel. So now, we're going to go ahead and put a buff to this guy. It's always important to remember, when you're dealing with anything that's faster than your hand, bring out your eye protection. Because if you get the rest of you filthy, that's fine. But always keep in mind, safety first. What we're going to do is just go ahead and apply the polish to the rim. Since this is a liquefied product, it's not a compound bar, we want to make sure we get that spread as thin as possible, so we're not slinging everything up as we're polishing. Always polish away from you as well. And we're going to have to switch it on the side so I could get that a nice side motion. Well, that one's not tight enough, so we move to plan B. We'll go ahead and get one that's not a screw-in arbor type, one that's already a solid fixed type buff. This we can kind of apply somewhat on the buff. Just take your buff wheel, mush it around like that. Be careful to make sure I'm not splattering on any of my samples behind me. And keep in mind, when you're using a power buff, you want to come off the back. Because if you come off the front, it's going to catch. So when we do this side, we rotate it the opposite way. After you catch it a few times, you'll learn. Always come off the back of an edge. Otherwise, this is what's going to happen. If you're prepared for it, it won't catch you by surprise. But if you're not, it certainly could go ahead and make you pretty messy. Do a quick little dry buff there. So between the hand and the machine, you know, obviously you're going to be a little quicker in your polishing results, but just goes to show you that either way gets the job done. So you have your options, you have your safety gear, and you have your power tools if need be.